Guys, welcome back. I've going to try and put a little quick video together here. I've just seen the FedEx van pull up outside and thought I would grab my tripod so that I can look through these CGC returns that I've literally just came back within about the past 5 or 10 minutes or so. This was a sub that I sent off back in January, so there's some nice cards in here. It's the first sub that I've had back, so I've been really excited to get it back. I think it was due out on the FedEx van yesterday, and I basically kind of just sat staring out my window waiting for it to come. Never came, and then sure enough it was back out today and it's turned up. So let's start to go through it. So the first one is a red Pikachu card. So I've actually got, I think it's either 3 or 4 of these in this sub. I kind of know the grades that have come back because I got the email through last week telling me it had all been finalised, and I couldn't wait. So I've already seen the grades. I started to do a little bit of a guess the grade game with my girlfriend, where I asked her to tell me what the highest and lowest grade in my submission was, and after that I couldn't really wait. So I already know, and to be honest, I'm pretty happy. So this one came back a 9.5, which is pretty good. I think any of these cards look kind of 9.5, maybe even some of the 9s. If you were to send these off to PSA, they would probably come back 10s. Sent 4 of these off because I was wanting to try and get a good chance at grading a 10. So we've got a really strong 9.5, where the 4 subgrades have come back 9.5, which is good. The next one, again, another quad 9.5. So again, strong card. I mean, pretty much perfect condition. I'll probably go through these myself just to kind of see where I think some of them have been docked, but probably struggle to see them on the 9.5s, to be honest. This one so close, 10 subgrades. So if this 9 had been half a point higher, it would have come back a 10. But I think this one is probably the one that we're going to keep out of the 4 of them. Probably just because it's got the quad 10s, but nice card. I'm glad that these other ones came back all so high, so they'll probably be for sale on my eBay if anybody's looking for one of them. So yeah, quite happy with them. I just bought them through, I think it was through Buyee. I got them on a small lot on Yahoo Japan. So yeah, can't complain. This one I'm really happy with. So I got these back in, I've actually got a Mario and a Pikachu set in here that I got back in probably about October time. So I actually bought the Mario ones, they were sealed. So it just shows you, even sealed product, it still doesn't always come back a 9.5 or a 10. So this one came back with quad 9s. So this one is definitely going to stay. It's just such a nice card. Again, when I was a kid, I played a lot of Mario games, so it's quite nostalgic for me to have a Mario Pikachu card. I think from memory the kind of downgrading on this one, you can probably see it along this kind of top corner here. There's like it's such a minor little white nick right on the kind of edge of the corner there, so that'll have brought it down. As far as the surface, I don't know where the surface grade will have get pulled down, but again, who cares? It's a 9, it's a mint card. It's good enough for me. I'm really happy with that one. And I think the next one's even better. So the half art actually got a 10 on that one, so 0.5 away from a perfect 10. But if that had came back any lower, that was probably going to go. But to be honest, I think I'll keep that one now. That's nice. It looks really nice slabbed up as well. So I'm happy with that. Maybe try and see if I can find where the half mark get docked on the surface, but we'll probably struggle. Now, the next 2 I think is the Luigi cards, which came back less. To be honest, I'm not that fussed that they came back less. I get these for such a low price back in October that it was worth grading regardless. Even if the price in these hadn't inflated the way it has the past couple of months. But again, it's a near mint to mint 8. I think from memory, I think it was a kind of similar story. I don't know if you can kind of see along the top, there's a little bit of of whitening there on the corner, along the top edge, on that bottom corner as well. So not quite sure what we'll do with this one. There's a chance that I might end up kind of trying to sell it and try and pick up a mint copy from Japan, and then try and see if I can grade it and get a little bit higher. I'm just kind of looking at the back there. I think that's mostly where it's been marked down, but yeah, I think that's maybe what the plan is. I'll maybe try and sell it and hopefully get something that I can try and grade a 9 and stick it in my collection. The half art came back a little bit higher, so I think I can't remember what way around it was. I think the full art I bought from Japan, and the half art I think I got from a seller in Australia, I think it was. Again, I think it's just the same story. It's just edge damage on these, so you can see it just up that top edge there. There's a little bit of whitening. It'll be probably same story as the last one. It will just be a little bit of whitening, but it just shows you what these how much the grade can come down when you start to get these little things. But again, you can see it from the front. It's I mean, even an 8.5, it's still a really clean card. There's nothing you can really see on the front that would make this kind of something that you wouldn't want to keep in your collection and display. It still looks really good. Next one was the 20th anniversary one. So this is by far one of my favourite cards that's kicking around just now. I think it's really just because it's got the 3 starters from my generation, from whenever I started playing. If I remember rightly, I think this card was pretty clean on the front. I don't think there was much, which was why I bought it. But the issue with this one is on the back here. It's got this tiny little, is that maybe one there as well? These tiny little nick just up the back surface on the top, and then these little white nicks along the edges as well. I think the only thing it maybe had, which I don't even think you'll be able to see, was, I think from memory, it maybe had some tiny little, I'm just trying to see if I can see it or not. It was really small. It looked like a little kind of pinhole that had come through from the back. I might be mixing this up with a different card. But again, from the front, a lot of people write off cards like 8s and they maybe don't want to keep it in their collection, but if you look at that straight on, if you wanted that as a display piece, it's, from looking at it at the front, it's kind of close to flawless, to be honest. So I'm happy with that. This one I paid, again, really cheap price for. I think a lot of people were put off of it because of this this little nick in the back. But I got it for such a low price that, to be honest, it didn't really matter to me. I think at the time I only paid maybe about £300–400, something like that, for this card. It's obviously helped now that the price on this one shot up so much. I think for a PSA 10 you're looking at about £5,000. So I think even if I was to sell this and try and pick up a kind of raw copy for me to try and grade a little bit higher, if I wanted to try and chase like a 9 or a 9.5 or maybe even a 10, I think now the price on this has come up so much that I could probably sell it and pretty much do a straight swap for a higher grade. It would just mean having to wait on it coming back, but that card is, when you hold it in person, it just looks so much better than it does on a video. But again, it's the artwork in these cards is so good. I think the next ones are all kind of, oh no, I've got this one as well. So this one I had kind of bought it just as to kind of pair up with that. I think I'm actually going to try and sell this and get a hold of the Japanese one. To be honest, I'm not a kind of huge fan of these yellow borders, so I bought this one from, I think it was Troll and Toad. It was advertised as near mint, so I think this one get kind of hammered because of it's got quite a lot of whitening on the edges that you can't really see so much. You can kind of see it down that bottom left corner, maybe along the top as well, along this top corner. That's pretty much what's brought it down. So you can see the surface on it's a 9, which is pretty good. It's just been brought down by the corners and the edges, but it's a nice card. It's a Champions Festival card. You get these ones stamped as well, where they come stamped and it says if it was from somebody that took part in the event as like a staff member, or if they got to like a certain stage of the championships as well. So you get them, I think, going from like quarter finalist or last 16, last 32 up to like semi-finalist and finalist and winners cards as well, which obviously command a bit of a premium. But if you're looking for something that's kind of similar to this one, but maybe the price has become a little bit out of range, these cards are good value. I think this is still a couple of £100 now. I think at the time I only paid about £200 for it. But yeah, you can snap these up if they come up on eBay or something like that for fairly cheap. I was kind of lucky I got this one on Trolling Toad at the time. But yeah, it's a nice card. But as I said, I'm probably going to end up trying to sell that and get a hold of a Japanese copy, I think. We'll see. So this next one, I think these two cards are probably the same. I bought these from someone on the E4 Discord, probably about back in September, October time. So there's this one, which is the 061 numbered promo, and there's this one, which is the 068. So I can't remember what order they come in, but I know one of them was, I think it must be the one on the left, was given to participants at the, I've got the page in front of me, the Okayama Champions League. So it is this one here, the 68 one. So this one was given out as a participant's, a card to participants of the Okayama Champions League, and then again to participants of the 2017 Champions League final. So I think this one's probably a little bit rarer. It's probably got a bit less of a distribution, but to be honest, the artwork on it's the same. Grade came back on this one a little bit less, so an 8 on the surface, so it'll be interesting. I don't actually remember looking at this one in too much detail before I sent it. I think I just sent it off because I liked the artwork on it, so we'll have a look. But on the surface of things, nothing that I can see kind of straight off the bat that would maybe be obvious, but I'm sure there'll be something. So we'll have a look at that one a little bit later. And obviously this other one came back as a 9.5, which is good. Again, so close. If one of the two of these comes back a 10, then it's into 10 territory, which would have been really nice. But this one will probably stay in my collection. We'll probably end up selling this other one, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm happy with the grade on the ones as well. I'll take this next pile. Okay, so these ones, let me see what the next card is. Yeah, so these cards I got from Edison Sears. Really nice guy. If anyone's looking for cards, he sells stuff on his eBay store. He's got a YouTube channel and he's got an Instagram page. If you go and check him out, his eBay store and his Instagram, I think, is IO Collectibles. IO's ISLE. But bought these cards from him just before the price spiked on them. So I think I actually got, yeah, I got, was it maybe, no, I never got that one from him. So it was, I think this one, oh, and there's another one here. Yeah, so I get two sets from him. So I got 2 reds and 2 blues. So the 2 reds both came back a 9. So we will probably sell the one with the lowest subgrades, which looks to be this one here. And we'll keep this one and stick it in the collection. These cards are from the Tag All-Stars. I think they're the secret rares from the SM12A or the Tag All-Stars set. So nice cards. And these two came back 9.5. So we'll keep probably this one with the quad 9.5. So that one will just get stuck into our collection. And the other 9.5 will probably end up for sale. But getting the artwork on these is just really nice. If you see them as a set, I'll show you I've got the third one just from the kind of trio, if you want to call it, like a mini set, which also came back a 9.5. I got that one from a guy on a kind of UK Facebook group. So, but yeah, quite a nice set. 3 trainers cards, really nice. But again, all from Tag All-Stars. So if you're looking for that, I think you can pick them up raw now for maybe I don't know, about £40 a card, £50 a card, something like that. I think I've actually got a few of them that I'll probably be selling if anyone's looking for one. This card is a Treecko Gold Star, which is from the Team Rocket Returns set. So this is a little bit of a set I'm kind of trying to build just in the background. So I just got a Torchic Gold Star that I've sent off for grading. That should hopefully come back in the next couple of months. So we're just looking out for the Mudkip, and then we're going to move on to all of the EX cards. We've got a nearly full set of reverse holos that I got from Matt Cully, who's also got a YouTube channel if you check him out. We get a near complete reverse holo set from him, so this is going to go in that collection. Not the best grade, it's a 7. The surface, I don't know if I'm really going to be able to show it just because of the light, but the surface is pretty scratched up. It's quite difficult just with this window next to me. You can kind of see a scratch there just above his head. Not terrible condition, it's still a near mint card, but yeah, just a couple of scratches that show under different light. It's quite difficult to get these in good condition now. I think the fact that the Team Rocket Return set wasn't printed so much at that time back in 2004, and just obviously the age of the cards, it just means it's quite difficult. The Torchic that I got was in a pretty decent condition. It was quite curved, but it kind of straightened out, so hopefully that one comes back at a similar grade, maybe even a little bit higher, which I'm kind of hoping it will. But this one again is one for the collection, so that's not going to go anywhere. This one I was quite interested in. So this one came back at 9.5, which is a good grade. I personally didn't think it would have graded as high, so I don't know, you can probably see it there. It's got this little bit of a print line that just runs along the top of the border, so you can sort of see it on both sides. So to be honest, I was quite surprised it came back as high as that. I was expecting a little bit less, but yeah, this one I think will probably be the same. We'll probably just stick it in the collection just because it's a nice card. I've actually just bought a couple of these, maybe about 3 or 4 of them that are hopefully on their way over from Japan, so we'll see how they turn up. There's a chance we might end up selling this and look for one that's not got these print lines, and we'll move this one on, but we'll see. But yeah, really nice card. I think the card name for that one is the Pretend Comedian Pikachu, but it's clean all round, it's nice, looks good. And this one, again, it's kind of some of these last cards that you'll see. I think the kind of print quality kind of speaks on, you'll see it on some of these grades, that these last cards are kind of pack fresh from English stuff. So this one was out of Cosmic Eclipse, pack fresh, and you're only getting an 8.5 on it. So you can see where it starts to come down on like the corners and the edges. The Cosmic Eclipse set was quite bad. I don't really know if you can see it so well, but for silvering along the edges, which I think is why this card has been marked down. The holo itself, surface 9, so there won't be too much wrong with that, but it's mostly just on the cut. You can kind of see it up there. Again, that's straight out of a pack, and that's what you get. You don't really get that with Japanese stuff. You can see it on that top corner. You can see it on the bottom left corner as well. So your 3 out of the 4 corners have all got damage just from the way that they're cut. To be honest, that's why I don't really buy English stuff now, but I'll pick it up if it's a good deal, and I think if it's something that I can maybe sell on and put the money to something better in the collection. But now I just don't buy English cards just for that reason. If you're getting pack fresh cards, it's not great when you're only getting 8.5s, but it's just the way things are. The Japanese stuff to me is a lot better. This one, I actually packed it. I'm kind of surprised it got a 9 as well. I remember packing this out of one pack that I bought in a Smith's toy shop when I was waiting on my partner, going round some of the clothes shop, and I was a little bit bored, so I bought a couple of packs from Smith's in a shopping centre, and pulled a Charizard standing in the middle of a shopping centre. But again, pack fresh, and it comes out a surface 8.5. But to be honest, we'll probably keep this one just because it was me that pulled it. But Not too sure where it'll get marked down, but again we'll go through it later on and we'll kind of check it out. But it's a nice card. Nice to get cards that you've or kind of chase cards that you pull yourself to come back with nice grades as well. This one was from Hidden Fates. I don't think I pulled these two. I think these two are ones that I bought. Again, the other thing with English cards is you look at the centering straight off the bat. The centering on that kind of bottom edge is way off from your right and left and your top. Again, it's just the way it goes, unfortunately. Got some good subgrades, but and it's a nice card as well. I think at the time we picked this one up for pretty cheap. It was maybe only about £15–20, and I think now the price on Hidden Fates cards has risen just because it's such an in-demand set. So it's nice to get that one back. Probably sell that to pay off what's on the next submission that's hopefully getting done soon. And then the last card, again, it's just another Hidden Fates card. So it's the Gardevoir from Hidden Fates. Good strong grades, 9.5s on everything. Again, I think if you were to send that one into PSA, you'd probably find you can get a 10 on it. But again, you look at the centering. For me, if I'm being really critical, that right hand side is off in comparison. Maybe not terrible, but it looks a little bit worse if you measure it kind of down in these two points. Still a nice card. But yeah, so I'm really happy. If anyone's interested in seeing a bit of a comparison between CGC slabs, I'll grab a PSA card out of my drawer here, just so that you can see. The PSA cards are quite a bit lighter. They don't, personally, I don't think they feel quite as strong. The PSA slabs, I think they feel a little bit flimsier, a little bit lighter. Not a big size difference. You can see the two of them are kind of pretty much the same size. Thickness, the CGC card's quite a bit thicker, or the CGC slab I should say, but when you get them in hand, I just think the CGC slab feels a lot better. But yeah, I thought I would just show you that, just in case anyone was interested, just because I think a lot of people are now going to be looking at CGC as a viable option, just with the PSA shutdown, which is interesting and probably another topic for another day. But yeah, thanks for watching. Should hopefully have a video up in the next couple of days just showing on some cards that I've bought this week that I've just came in. I'm just starting to build up the grading pile again, and I've got quite a big purchase of cards coming in hopefully next week or the week after from Japan as well. I've maybe, I don't know, about 85 singles, all kind of mostly modern stuff that I'm going to be hopefully sending off for grading. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing that, just click the subscribe button and hopefully you get a notification when that goes up. But yeah, thanks very much for stopping by.